What's up, everybody? Jay here, giving you my rapid review of Arrow Season 8, Episode 1. Holy crap! I'm going to try my hardest not to spoil anything for y'all if y'all haven't watched this episode yet. But if you haven't watched it yet, you need to watch it. Oh my goodness. So the very first thing that happens is we get the just iconic Arrow Season 1, Episode 1 run through the forest of Lian Yu. And I won't give too much away, but there's a different mask hanging on that arrow than there was in the first episode. Oliver gets saved. It's weird because I think he just gets dropped off there, and that's the first thing we see because he doesn't have the long hair or long beard. He actually, and I don't know how they explain it to characters how he was on an island for that long and has short hair and a short beard. But anyway, he gets home. His mother's there in the hospital. It's almost a scene for scene, kind of, with slight differences. Well, he gets home and he asks where Walter is, and instead of Walter, it's Malcolm. His mother has married Malcolm Merlin, so that officially makes Tommy his brother. Tommy's rocking a beard. Like, I always love the actor who played Tommy. Colin, I think his name is. Always liked him. Really wish he could have stayed more than the first season, but I love the cameos he does throughout. Well, you find out on this Earth that Oliver's actually been gone for 12 years. Now, while there's certain characters that are still alive, there's a main one that actually died while he was gone because he wasn't there. The episode goes on. You find out there's going to be another undertaking. The Dark Archer is there, but it's not who you think it is. Laurel's there. There's already been a Hood on this Earth, and it was not really a shock to me, but it'll be a shock to a lot of people who it is. Again, loved this actor. Loved him in one of the seasons he was in on Arrow. Laurel from Earth 2. Well, they're on Earth 2, but Laurel's there. She's teamed up with this Hood. There's flashes to the 2040 timeline where you have that Team Arrow at a party where the Deathstroke gang that's led by John Diggle Jr. kidnaps a man named Vasquez to get some kind of codes. I'm not really sure what the codes are for, but John Diggle Jr. basically says, "We now own the Glades." This is after the wall came down in the last season, so they're still trying to integrate the people from the Glades and from Star City. Anyway, you flash back to Oliver. They still have the party for him, like they did in the first episode, at a club that's Verdant. Verdant already exists here because Oliver's been gone for so long. You find out that Renee is head of security for Malcolm. And you also find out that Dinah is still, I'm not sure if she's a captain. I don't remember hearing if she was a captain, but she's still a police officer. Oliver meets the John Diggle of this Earth, and you know he cracks a big smile, but then he remembers, oh yeah, I got to play this off like I'm from here, and I don't know this guy, and he says, you know, I don't need a babysitter, and his mother tells him this is for my sanity, basically. So they're in the car, and this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler for you, but this made me smile too. So Oliver's in the back seat, can't contain kind of like his happiness to see, you know, to see Dig, I guess. But he goes, you know, what do I call you? I guess it's just him reminiscing about their first scene together. And he goes, you can call me John or Dig or Diggle. And I notice that he's got a little bit of a smirk. John has a little bit of a smirk on his face. Well, Oliver ducks, tries to open the door to get out of the car, and Dig says, fool me once. You find out this is actually Dig of his Earth, the Dig we've known for all these years. He borrowed some tech from, it's a little portal thing that he got from Cisco that breaches. Then we flash back to 2040 again, and they're in the Team Arrow's in their bunker. They're trying to find Vasquez. They have an idea where he's at, so the team suits up. Mia is having a little bit of trouble. To me, this is how she's more like Oliver in a sense. She does not like taking orders from other people. She wants to be the one that gives orders. She wants to be basically the captain. But we go back again, and there's a nice little callback to the first season where Oliver again is telling Dig, he doesn't want him involved. He doesn't want him to get hurt. He doesn't want anybody he loves to get hurt. And Dig's like, no, we're brothers. This is what brothers do. So Oliver extends his hand to shake it. Dig goes to shake it, and he chokes Dig out the same way he choked him out in the first episode. It is a nice little callback. Really enjoyed it. On this Earth, they still have a Dark Archer, and right off the bat, you're thinking in your head, it can't be Malcolm Merlin again, right? Like they're not going to do that. Well, it is somebody else, and you'll be sort of surprised who it is. But it was still really good. The fight scenes, man, these fight scenes are going back to like season 1 fight scenes with just beautiful, beautiful fight scenes. You kind of find out that Dinah and Renee are kind of evil on this Earth, working for the bad guy. There's going to be another undertaking, and Oliver knows where to stop it. So he tells this Earth's hood, exactly what's going on. They go to stop it. They're on a rooftop, and it's almost so reminiscent of the fight scene between him and Malcolm in the end of the first season. Really well choreographed, just excellent fight scene. He ends up defeating this Dark Archer, gets him to turn off the machine. At the end of the episode, when Oliver's completed his task for the Monitor, which was to get the Dwarf Star matter that was stolen at the beginning of the episode by the Dark Archer, they decide it's time to leave, him and Dig. Right when they're leaving, Laurel comes busting through the door, and she said, "The city's under attack." And all you see is things disappearing. They open the portal, and the three of them jump in, and that's how the episode ends. I have so many hopes for this season. I know we only got 9 more episodes to go. Trust me, we are definitely going to be doing an episode dedicated to Arrow when it ends. That show is the flagship show of the entire Arrowverse. Really excited to see where they're going. I mean, right off the bat, this episode was just action, action, action. Doesn't look like it pretty much looks like it's going to be all killer, no filler this season. It's all going to be based on Crisis. All in all, I give this episode like a 10 out of 10. I do. I thought this episode was amazing. I have never minded the flash forwards or the flashbacks. Really excited to see where the story ends up going. So down in the comments, let me know, have you watched this episode of Arrow yet? What did you think? What are your predictions for the crossover? I have a big one, and I'm gonna talk about it after, because I don't want to. It's a 1 billion to a 0.5% chance that this would actually happen, but I don't want to say anything just in case it was something that they're gonna go for. But that's gonna do it for me. Later, tots.
Alright guys, that'll do it for today's video. If you liked what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified anytime we upload a video. Also, in the comments, let us know things that you would like us to do reviews on in the future. That's all for today, tots. Catch you later.